What is up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another video. And today I'm going to talk about the 5 keys to success for the Lakers this season, man. And also wanted to touch on a couple of poll lineups that I put out. Wanted to see what you guys thought of these lineups that could potentially be the starting lineup, and wanted to compare and contrast. But let's kick it off with the title of the video, 5 keys to success for the Lakers this season. Hopefully you guys are doing well, man, having a great summer. Super excited. We're actually a couple of weeks away from preseason, which officially kicks off October 5th. And then we're 1 week away from training camp, which I believe is September 24th, if I'm not mistaken, or 25th, one of the 2 days. But I can't wait for that. There's going to be videos coming for all of that, so keep it locked right here. I can't wait, guys. But without further ado, let's start off with the number 5 key to success this season, and that is Anthony Davis becoming the focal point of the offense and the defense. Now, recently, Anthony Davis said he's focused on becoming Defensive Player of the Year. This is good for him. Obviously, Defensive Player of the Year means we get a huge boost in the paint defensively. We know we have JaVale McGee there. Dwight Howard, obviously, we added. But all in all, if Anthony Davis could be a two-way factor for us down low, which he has been for his career, it'll be amazing. But what I want to see LeBron James do exactly what he's been saying he's going to do, which is become a primary playmaker, secondary scorer, and that means playing a lot of pick and roll with Anthony Davis and setting him up for success. Now, the reason I believe this will happen is because LeBron James has been on the record as saying that he wants AD to carry this team offensively. And not just that, I feel like LeBron James at that stage of his career, at his age, where he really can't do a lot of the heavy lifting he used to do before. So he's going to have to take a little bit of a step back offensively. That doesn't mean he still can't score 25 to 27 points per game. All it means is he's going to have to do it within the flow of the offense instead of ISO ball pull-up or ISO ball drive, which he can still do from time to time. But that's my number 5 key, because if Anthony Davis becomes a primary offensive focal point as well as defensive, all of a sudden everything else is going to open up for the rest of the Lakers. I'm talking Kyle Kuzma on the wing, hitting some wide open jumpers. I'm talking about, role players like Danny Green getting some wide open 3-point shots as well, and LeBron James being able to operate from the free throw line down. So I'm excited for that, and I think it will happen. A lot of people want Iguodala. He hasn't been released. Now, just a little update for you guys. The Memphis Grizzlies want Iguodala to report to training camp, which means they don't plan on releasing him anytime soon. Out of that, I got to say this, man. We can't hold our breath for Iguodala. If he does get released, there's rumors that he's interested in the Clippers. I don't know how much validity that has to it, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Good to see you guys. This video is long overdue, but it's been kind of quiet the last couple of weeks. That's why I hadn't dropped anything. All right, my number four thing we have to do to succeed this season is Kyle Kuzma. His player development on both ends of the floor has to come a long way from what he was last season. Now, I don't mean his numbers have to jump out of the page or nothing like that. What I mean is picking and choosing his spots. If you guys saw Kyle Kuzma play limited minutes on Team USA, he was still being effective coming off the bench and playing limited minutes under Greg Popovich. Now, I'm not saying he's going to get limited minutes with the Lakers. What I'm saying is he has to make the most of his opportunities. When he is out there on the floor, he has to knock down his wide open shots, especially beyond the arc, to stretch the floor and open up things for everybody else. That's what's up, man. Thanks. I appreciate you, Laker girl. How you doing? That's what he has to do. He has to be able to spread the floor consistently. He's talked about shooting all summer long. His defense has to improve, especially in transition, and his on-ball defense. I really want to see that. That has to be the number 4 thing that has to get better, and he has to be a factor on the offensive end. He has to be that third option, especially now with DeMarcus Cousins. With DeMarcus Cousins struggling. I'm sorry, not struggling, but with his career taking a hit and him not being here this season. So that's that, Stacy said, Dan, NBA is almost here. Let's go, Laker Nation. Absolutely, Stacy. I'm super hyped. I can't wait. I'm excited now. I'm going to start uploading content for you guys regularly. Took a couple of weeks off because there wasn't much to talk about. But here we go, man. He said Kuzma came off the bench and really helped. He did. And I think Team USA wouldn't have got eliminated when they did had they kept Kyle Kuzma. So, they're lost. But The number three thing the Lakers have to do in order to be successful this season, man, is the team needs to stay healthy. All right, I know that's a no-brainer, but it's crucial for us to stay healthy, especially King James. LeBron needs to be healthy for us to make a deep postseason run and win a championship. If that doesn't happen, then it's going to be extremely hard for Anthony Davis and Kyle Kuzma to carry the team by themselves. Not saying it can't happen to a certain degree, but all I'm saying is, it's going to be a lot harder than if LeBron's healthy and everybody else is as well. Now, we know injuries happen. It's a long season. Let's just hope it's not major injuries, season-ending injuries or any of our big three getting injured. That's number one thing. 18 days is so long. I got you, bro. I'll be dropping content here and there to try to shorten it up. Also, I want to stream some more 2K and stuff like that. But I feel you. It's been a long summer, and that's what happens when the Lakers don't make the playoffs. So thank God we're about to end the drought this year. But that's the number three thing, is they need to stay healthy, especially LeBron James. The number four thing they need to be successful. Number four thing is the rotations, all right? They need to be consistent from the start. We don't need a lot of experimenting like Luke Walton did. So we got Frank Vogel and the new coaching staff coming in. What they have to do, and this is key, they have to figure out the rotation in preseason and in training camp and preseason. And they have to go with their starting lineup for the majority of the season, barring any injuries, ready to go, locked and ready. Because remember what I said last year, and this was one of my main criticisms of Luke Walton. All right, if there's no consistency with the rotation, there won't be any consistency with the players because they don't know what to expect. You don't know who's going to start this day or who's going to get minutes this day. So that is crucial, guys. I'm telling you right now. He said, George Ramos said, how you doing, Dan, from El Paso? Man, I'm doing great. Thank you, brother, for asking. I'm doing amazing, man. Just enjoying the rest of I still call it a summer, even though officially summer's over. But, to me, it's still a summer till the Lakers play. I'm enjoying the rest of it, man. So I'm excited, though, man. We're knocking on the door of the regular season, starting with training camp, which is coming up, I think, 24th or 25th. Don't quote me on that, but it's one of the 2 days I got to double check on that and get back to you guys. But I will say super hyped for everything from, opening media day. I'll be covering that live as soon as media day is over. I think, again, media day should be either September 24th or 25th, one of the 2 days. But all in all, guys, that's the number four thing, man. The rotations need to be consistent, starting with training camp and preseason. And then that needs to translate over the regular season. So that's all I got to say about that. They said, ban who? He said, Clippers are overrated. Mr. Wynoter, he's a Clipper fan? What did he say? Let's see. He said, it's Clipper town now. Oh, my goodness. Man, even the great Blake Griffin said, never going to be Clipper town, man. He's not just salty. He's right. He's played for the Clippers. He knows all the hype and all the media attention goes to the Lakers as well as the championships and everything else. So, man, this ain't a Clipper channel, bro. So you're going to have to find yourself your home. It ain't right here. Anyways, and the fifth and final thing the Lakers need to do after rotations and all that and consistent coaching is role players must live up to the hype, right? Absolutely. And they have to play well when called upon. So we know it's a long season. NBA is a long season, and you're not going to have LeBron James dropping 30 points per game or Anthony Davis dropping 30 points per game every night. There's going to be nights where they get in foul trouble or, the shot's not falling. They're going to have a poor to mediocre game. So that's when you need guys like Danny Green to have big nights. We're going to need guys, role players to step up. Quinn Cook, and he drop a 20-point night here and there off the bench. Stuff like that. I'll get into rotations right now, Dante. Give me 1 second. That's actually what I wanted to talk about next. But yeah, it's crucial for the role players to step up. And this year we got some very good role players, underrated ones. I'm talking Quinn Cook. We got Danny Green. Obviously, Caruso's back. I'm excited to see what he can do. See if last year's wasn't fluke, before the playoffs started for everybody else. Because everybody knows that, when the season is about to end, they don't give it their all. Some teams are tanking. Some are resting their best players for playoffs purposes. So I want to see what Caruso can do training camp, preseason, and the start of the regular season. If he's just as effective as he was last season, now we're going to have a conversation about him potentially starting at the point guard position. That's an interesting conversation that we could have in the future, depending on how he starts off, in preseason. Did I get a haircut? Absolutely, man. It's been hot, so I got to stay cool. But, yeah, the role players must live up to the hype, man. We need guys like Dwight Howard to come in and do their job. Yes, I said it, Dwight Howard. I'm rooting for him now. He's a Laker, so I want him to have a good season. And he looks good. I'm not even gonna lie. In training camp, I'm sorry, and during the summer, he's been working out. He lost some weight. He looks light. Hopefully, that contributes to him not having any more back problems. Right? He lost a little bit of weight, so that's good. And everybody looks ready to go. Matter of fact, I just saw a video clip. I tweeted it yesterday of the Lakers, practicing together with the coaching staff before training camp even begins. So they're locked in and they're ready to go. And I'm here for it, guys. I'm so here for it. Now, so those are my 5 things, keys to success for the Lakers this season. Again, just to recap, number 1, Anthony Davis being the focal point of the offense, being an option. That's number 1. Number 2, Kyle Kuzma's development on both sides of the floor and what kind of leap is he ready to make. Number 3, the team stay healthy, especially LeBron James. Number 4, rotations need to be consistent. Coaching staff needs to be consistent, and they need to reward the players that play the best. And the 5th and final one is role players have to live up to the hype. Danny Green has to be a two-way player that he's been throughout his career. I can't have any KCP type seasons from Danny Green, stuff like that. So those are my top 5 things. Now, moving on, I wanted to talk about the poll, guys. Now, I'm going to get to the comment section before I move on to the next topic because I want to see what you guys have to say. He said, "What's up, Dan? How you doing, buddy? Nothing much, man. Just chilling, playing this new 2K, enjoying life, man, getting ready for the season. LA will always be only Lakers, Lake Show." Absolutely, Christian, 100%. Laker, hey, what's up, Laker girl? She said, "The Grizzlies are making themselves look so bad right now. I don't know why they're holding Andre Iguodala hostage." You know what? I agree with you. There's no point. They're obviously not trying to compete for anything. They traded away Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, etc. They're in a rebuilding mode. So maybe they want Iguodala to, mentor some of the young players. But come on, man. You got to respect a champion like Iguodala. You got to let him go, let him do his best for his career. I think if he does get released, it'll be around the trade deadline. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe before training camp in the next couple of days. But if he doesn't get released, I know exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for some mentorship early on in the season and then to trade him before the trade deadline. Always teams are interested around that time. So it could be that as well, Laker girl. But, hey, I agree with you. I feel like he deserves to be let go if he wants to be let go. He's a veteran. He's well-respected around the league, and he's just a class guy. So I wish him the best, and I hope he comes to the Lakers. I really do. Hey, what's good, bro? How you doing? I'm chilling. He said, "Dan, Lakers all the way this year." I think so, Stacy. If we stay healthy, if those 5 key points that I mentioned earlier are able to go through, we're able to, all 5 of those things are able to happen in no particular order, but just, those 5 things, I think we have a great shot at hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. And you better believe I'll be at the parade with the camera, man. I'll take you guys with me. So I hope that happens. And that just makes me tingly. I feel like a kid when I think of the parade. It reminds me of, 02, 01 Lakers, just the great times we had with Mark Madsen, Shaq, and all them. Man, great times. And most recently, the Laker Gasol era as well. But unfortunately, in the Laker Gasol era, I had to work. I was forced to work on that day, and I was so upset. I almost quit my job because I wanted to go to the parade. But next time, no jobs get in the way. So, the current job I work in, you know who you are. If there's a parade, I'm going to have to take that day off. Dan, what are your expectations for the rookie? You know what? I haven't seen him play much since he was injured, and he was injured during the summer league. So I have no expectations for him right now. Roland Rodriguez, he said, "Hi, Dan, missed you. Miss you guys too, man. It's been a long summer, and I can't wait to get this thing rolling. But y'all going to see a lot of this grill moving forward, so get used to it, man. I can't wait for the season to start. Starting with Media Day, I will come here with my recap and all that. You guys know the tradition, man. My Laker fan band. Miss you guys too dearly." He said, "Old man AC got game." Man, Caruso, man, he's a beast. But I want to see him be able to do that from the start of the season. Dan, the Lakers ready to reclaim the throne. 110%, Jameson. He said, "When is training camp, Dan?" Like I said, don't quote me on it, but I believe it starts officially on the 24th or 25th of this month. Right around the corner, and I can't wait to cover that with you guys. Now, moving on. I wanted to talk about the starting lineup. Now, I dropped a poll, I think it was about a week ago, and I was going to do a video. I meant to do a video a lot sooner, but I was very busy last week. But here it is. I said, "What's up, Lakers?" With training camp around the corner, I wanted to ask you guys who you believe should be the starting at the beginning of the season. I named 4 different squad combinations. I asked you guys to vote and to tell me why you chose that option. feel free to comment your starting lineup on the if it's not on the list. And I said I will talk about this live on the stream soon, so feel free to participate. I might just mention you. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. The 4 lineups I had on here. The first one is my particular favorite. I called it Dan's lineup, and that's point guard LeBron James, shooting guard, Danny Green, small forward Kyle Kuzma, power forward Anthony Davis, and center JaVale McGee. And the reason this is my favorite lineup is because LeBron James at point guard, I feel like that's where he's always meant to be his whole career. Now, as he gets older, we don't want him driving and then having to recover and all that. Now, when I say LeBron at point guard, I mean offensively. Defensively, we could put Danny Green on the elite point guards. We could throw Kuzma for a little bit on them as well, and so on and so forth. Offensively, though, I do want LeBron operating from the top of the key on down, and I want him playing a lot of pick and roll with different players. I'm talking pick and pop with Kyle Kuzma, pick and roll with AD, driving kicks with Danny Green and stuff like that. JaVale McGee as well, pick and roll. We know he's a beast in that sense. So that's why that's my favorite lineup. And that actually was your guys' favorite lineup as well. That got 48% of the votes out of the 100. So that's the highest percentage on here. So you guys agree with me that lineup will be sick. The next lineup on the list is the unexpected lineup. Point guard Rajon Rondo, shooting guard Bradley Beal. I'm sorry, not Bradley Beal. Oh my God, Avery Bradley. And small forward LeBron James, power forward Anthony Davis, and center Dwight Howard. Now, this is the lineup that got the least amount of votes at 5%, because nobody expects that to be the lineup. However, with coaching staffs that are unpredictable nowadays, you just never know. But moving on, we got the underdog squad called the third lineup, and that's at point guard, Alex shooting guard Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James at small forward, power forward, Anthony Davis, and JaVale McGee at center. Now, this lineup only got about 7% as well, but I actually think this lineup is intriguing because if Caruso could continue his consistent play that he ended the season with, when he was dropping 27 and stuff like that to end the season, then he might just beat out Rajon Rondo because he's better at stretching the floor, and he's also very solid at playmaking, and his defense ain't bad. So that's an underdog squad. I don't expect it to happen at any point this season, but if it does, that also gives us size, good defense, and we'd have Kyle Kuzma at shooting guard, which intrigues me, 6'8", 6'9" shooting guard who can post you up and do a little bit of everything. Then my fourth and final lineup that I mentioned on here is my lockdown defensive lineup. Now, this lineup got 30% of the votes. It was number 2, second place, and it's Bradley Beal at point guard. Again, Avery Bradley. I don't know why I say Bradley Beal. Avery Bradley at point guard, at shooting guard Danny Green, LeBron James at small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, and JaVale at center. That's probably our top starting lineup for defensive purposes. So those are my 4 lineups, guys. I know you guys like the first one I mentioned because of the size, but defensively, that defensive lineup as well is very intriguing. It's something that I think could really pop off and work for the Lakers in certain situations when we need to clamp up, But I know a lot of you guys think Rondo should start. I think he will, but things can change. And Frank Vogel, he's an equal opportunity type coach. If you guys saw what he did in Indiana, he was very consistent with the rotations. You didn't see too many switching of starting lineups. I'm happy with that. But I'm very curious who he's going to give the opportunity to starting from training camp. That's most likely who he's favoring. So that's why people that don't watch preseason and training camp aren't really diehards unless you absolutely can't, But if it's by choice, you're not really a diehard because everything is crucial, man. In a championship season, it starts from training camp. That's where you start looking at the battles at every position. You start finding out who the coaches are favoring. So for me, preseason is very entertaining. So he said, Dan, how do you feel about Troy Daniels? Troy Daniels is a very consistent shooter, but that's all he is, a spot-up shooter. I don't expect him to take anybody off the dribble. I don't expect him to lock up on the defensive end or play make for anybody. So, in certain situations, we'll need some three-point shooting. And if he's hot, we'll leave him out there. He said, I was about to say Bradley Beal. Did I miss something? No, you didn't, man. I always confuse Avery Bradley and Bradley Beal. So, yeah, that's on me. My bad. Dan, I'll be miserable if the Clippers win it all. They won't. I guarantee it, man. The Clippers will not win it all. And even if, like I said, the world ended and 29 of the NBA teams were eliminated by way of destruction, and the Clippers were the last team hoisting the trophy, it still wouldn't be Clipper Town. That's the sad part, is they're fighting for absolutely nothing. They should just leave the city and find themselves a purpose, because right now they don't have a purpose, man. It's sad for them. I don't care, honestly. But I feel you, though. I feel your pain, and it's not going to happen. I guarantee it right here on this channel. Just like I guaranteed Toronto winning last year. When I get a gut feeling about stuff, man, I'd say 90% of the time it goes through. So my gut is that the Clippers will never, ever, ever win a championship, especially since they're right here trying to steal our shine in LA. It's just bad karma. Just like the Chargers are never going to win nothing in LA. This is Ramstown. Same thing for other teams, that always come here late. I just don't like that. Why not find your own identity, find your own building, your own city, instead of having to, copy us and try to be the shadow team here in LA. The Lakers are beginning training camp September 28th. Is that official? Then there it is. All right, take his word for it. I don't know. I'd have to Google it, I guess. He said, Dan, did you hear about Kawhi's sister facing murder charges? I did, man, and that's unfortunate. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Talking about drama, man. Have you guys been watching Ball in a Family? There's something really sad going on there, man, and it's a beautiful family just falling apart. I like Unity. Their show used to make me laugh. They're a family. They were always happy. They were always united. The media and haters love tearing people down. And LeVar Ball, we know he has ego problems. I really used to like him when he first came on live TV because he spoke his mind. But little by little, I saw he had ego problems, and he just doesn't step aside and let his children shine. That's my only problem I have with him. I get it. He's a loving father and all that good stuff. But if you guys been watching Ball in the Family, I think he's very wrong for the way he called out his son. He basically said that Lonzo ain't nothing without the Big Baller brand or without his dad. And you never tell that to your kids, man. So hopefully they're able to bounce back from that. I wish them the best as a family, but it's tough, man. That's a tough situation. I've been in family problems before, and sometimes you don't talk to each other ever again. You don't want it to ever go there. So hopefully everything is good. Hey, what up, T? How you doing? Good to see you. He said the Clippers should go back to San Diego. Absolutely. He said, this reminds me of Kobe and his dad problems. It did, except that wasn't televised. So even that had an advantage. This is pretty much all under the media's watch. So the media will go ahead and say, I told you so. And at the end, they're the biggest winners of all of this. But, you never like to see families, break down like that. He said, it all starts on September 27th, Lakers Media Day, man. All those interviews. There you have it. There you have it, man. September 27th, Media Day. So it's official, guys. I will be back on September 27th. I'll probably be back on before that, especially if we have something to talk about. But he said, I will be watching every Pelicans game. Oh, man, I don't have the time for all that. If it ain't the Lakers, I don't have time to be watching every game. But I will tune in from time to time, maybe the nationally televised games. But, yeah, man, Lakers till we fall. He said, I can't wait. Yep, 10 more days. 10 more days. Think about that, guys. 10 more days, and we're going to have nothing but Laker talk from there on out. Honestly, I miss sitting here and chatting with you guys, just flapping my gums all day, man. This is probably my favorite thing to do. What's popping, Dan? Nothing much, bro. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. Taking in the beautiful weather today. Super hype. He said, I have to watch every Laker game again. Yeah, bro. Every Laker game, diehard fans, for me, it's hard to miss it. The only time I miss a Laker game is when I absolutely have to do something else. But other than that, man, yes, sir. How you doing, Freedom? What's up, brother? We in the building, man. It's about time, that we start cranking this back. Lakers going all the way, hopefully, and I want to be at the parade so bad for you guys so I can vlog it. And for those of you guys that live in foreign countries, y'all ain't never been to LA, man. I like sharing that experience with you guys. Hopefully I get to meet some of you guys too. That would be great. But all in all, guys, this is our year to have, and it's ours for the taking, man. Because I had dinner across from Norm Nixon yesterday. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Did you snap any pictures? Probably not, because you don't want to bother them. But that's cool, man. Then have you been watching the Dodgers? I have not, man. I've been very busy this summer. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I haven't been watching the Dodgers, to be honest with you. But I do tune in during the postseason every year. I just think the baseball season is so long. Baseball games are so long. If I did that, if I watch every Dodger game as well as the Lakers season, then I would not have a social life. I wouldn't have probably any friends. My family would probably disown me. So, yeah, I can't afford to do that. He said that Dan LeVar was totally disrespectful towards his eldest son. You're absolutely right about him. It's just sad to see, man. It's sad to see that LeVar Ball is trying to live vicariously through his son's life. You don't want that for the kids, man. You want to let them spread their wings and fly. He's out of the coop. He's out of the kitchen. He's out of the chicken's nest, and you got to let him spread his wings. Look, he's doing the right thing for himself. He decided that, hey, Dad, you hired Allen. Allen stole 1.5 million from me, so I'm no longer going to associate with this brand that has Allen written all over it. I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. His dad should respect that as well. What really surprised me is when his son said, "Yo, what if we change the name?" And his dad just shut it down completely and just decided to disrespect him. So that's tough to watch, man. And hopefully they get it right. I feel so much for their mom. Their mom can't really communicate with them. I know she would probably be the level-headed one in all this and probably bring the family back together. But it must be tough for her to see the family crumble, and she can't really say much because of her disability she has right now. So it's really tough, man. He said, looks like Dwight is serious. Yeah, he looks good. I like his answers every time they try to bait him into getting with a beef with Shaq and stuff like that. He's been mentioning the right stuff. So maybe, just maybe, he has matured mentally the way he should have his whole career. Better late than never. That's all I got to say about that. But it's yet to be determined. We got to see how that translates to the court and how will that translate if there's ever some adversity this season. That's when I want to see how Dwight responds and replies to the haters and to all his critics, because really, when everything's going good, it's easy to respond this way. But when adversity hits, that's when you truly see a man's character, a person's character, woman as well. So, the way they respond when things are, hitting the wall, just basically blowing up, imploding right in front of you. Frank said, Lakers all day, every day. Absolutely. If you guys have any questions for me before I get off, I'm here for about the next 5 minutes or so. But, man, it's a pleasure to see you guys here in the chat. I appreciate you guys for coming through like always. And I can't wait to talk so much this season with you guys, man. I can't wait. What's up, Yoshi? I'm doing good, bro. How you doing? So, yo, Dan, what's up? I'm very excited for another season. I've been watching you for years. I remember my girl, Naomi, was always tripping on me because I watched every Laker game, then your post-game recap. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's dedication, man. If my girl was tripping on me, I probably would have got off. But, yeah, that's dedication. And I truly, truly appreciate you guys, man, all your loyalty. Like I said, as this channel grows, I'm going to give back to the community. I already started giving away a couple of games here on 2K. But I want to do maybe some gift cards, something everybody can enjoy in the near future. I'm thinking once we hit 15 to 20K, this channel starts making a little bit more streaming revenue, then I'm able to afford that and give back to the community. But thank you guys, man. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. Dan Kuzma signed with Puma. That's what's up. I'm actually going on Puma. I got some clean little, I think they're called Puma Fears that she bought me for my birthday. And so pretty much those shoes are sick, man. If Puma could come up with a cool basketball shoe, I'd rock with it because I do rock some Puma gear. So the fact that my boy's on Puma, I'm definitely messing with him. So, Dan, what do you think about Antonio Brown joining New England? I was so bummed out, man. I feel like this is always a ploy from New England. They stirred up all that controversy. I think Antonio was a pawn in all of this, man. But, hey, it is what it is. Now my Rams got to take down a giant. Hopefully we're able to do it this season. He said, man, I got mad love for you, homie, because you and I both bleed purple and gold. I pray we go off bad because for the last 6 years, they've been dogging me out. I feel you, bro. And I tell you, it's been tough, but the real fans been sticking through it the whole time. That we've been sticking through it. So what's up, Michael? He said, what up, Dan? I want to see Bron have a lot of chemistry with this team. I'm hoping they hang out with each other outside the court and bring that continuity. Laker Nation, stand up. Absolutely, Michael. And you know what? That's crucial to a championship team. Now, there's been teams that really don't have great chemistry, like the old Laker teams, but even they had their moments. So I agree with you, man. And LeBron never had a problem building that camaraderie, whatever you call that, camaraderie. I'm sorry, I totally butchered that word, but you know what I mean. LeBron is great at it, bringing the team together, and that's why he's one of the greatest teammates in the history of the NBA. So I agree with you, bro. Let's see what happens. Hey, what up, T? She said, hey, D, I'm going to order some Laker shirts for the clients here at the Mental Health. We're going to rep the set on game days, LOL. That's what's up, and I'm proud of you, T, for that. That, you know what, that just shows you have a big heart, and much love to you for that, man. Just hooking up the less fortunate. That's awesome. And it makes me happy. I know Laker Nation, guys, if there's any way that this channel could donate to that, let us know. If you got a link or anything, that'd be great. If you guys want to go ahead and get involved in that as well, that'd be amazing. But yeah, hey, power to you, girl. Keep doing your thing. James, he said, "What's good, Dan? You're a Laker legend, DTLF for life." Oh man, that means a lot. To me, I'm on the same level as you guys, though, man. Mentally, I just feel like I'm a diehard, just like you guys. But I truly thank you, man. I truly thank you for the love. He said, "Dan, Antonio Brown got accused of rape. What are your thoughts about the situation?" Again, innocent until proven guilty. But if he did do it, then he has whatever is coming to him, right? If he didn't do it, then hopefully karma comes back and gets the people that are falsely accusing him. So I don't have much to say about that, but let's just hope for the best on it, depending on how the situation goes. So much Giannis free agency rumors, Dan. Yeah, I'm not even worried about Giannis right now, man. We're focused on the championship this season. I'm not going to look into free agency. I'm not going to talk about Anthony Davis becoming one. None of that stuff. So, it's super exciting. I think we're going to be in the hunt for the championship this year, and that's all I'm focused about. I'll take maybe one or two more questions, man, before I get off. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I can't wait to drop, more consistent content starting from we're going to start from training camp. As soon as the media day session goes down, I'll be dropping live talks after that. He said, "I've been a Lakers fan since 07. I've loved the team. And Dan, I remember as a kid saying the Lakers were a good team with Dwight." Yeah, bro. Hey, I feel you, man. Better late than never. 07 was a good time to be a Laker fan, but I'll tell you, if you've been around since the 90s, then those roots go really, really deep. And I actually believe this is the deepest team we've had, not since 09, 010, but actually since 01, 02, those championship teams with Shaq, Fisher, Kobe, Robert Horry, Rick Fox. This is probably the best team we've had since then, and that's saying a lot. So I'm excited. I don't think some people don't understand just how good Anthony Davis is. He's probably the best power forward in the NBA, if not probably the best big man in the NBA today. So the last time that happened, it was championships, and I can't wait for that. Record prediction, I believe I had dropped a video about that, but I don't remember what it was. It was either 55 or 57 wins. So yeah, well, we're going to have to revisit that later down the season, but I think we can get over 55 wins for sure. What offensive system do you think Frank Vogel should run this year, Dan? Whatever caters best to the players. I'm not sure what type of offensive schemes he's going to run, seeing as how Frank Vogel is more of a defensive coach. But whatever caters to Anthony Davis' skill set and LeBron in the pick and roll, pick and pop, backdoor screen, lob, stuff like that, then I want all of it. I want some off-ball movement from the role players, stuff like that. But that's a very good question, and it'll be intriguing to see how we look starting from training camp. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys again so much for all the love and support. Keep hitting that like button, that subscription button. My boy put me onto the fact that YouTube hasn't been alerting people when my videos come on or when anybody's videos come on. So if you guys, want to be here live with me and ask questions and get involved, go ahead and hit that notification bell, guys. Make sure everything is on. That way, when I come on live, you guys are here and you guys aren't watching this video afterwards. But anyways, again, thank you so much. Keep hitting that like button. Keep subscribing if you already haven't. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Go Lakers. Let's get it, man. It's the start of something special. I can feel it. I can taste it. Let's get it, Laker Nation. Peace out.